Morning children, welcome to the class and remember we studied about economic biology in the last class. In continuation we are going to study about hydroponics. What is hydroponics? Hydroponics is a method of growing plants without soil. So what do we use? We are going to use mineral nutrient solution in water. Okay, let me explain this further. Here you can see a container. In this container, there is only mineral nutrient solution in this container. And these plants are just immersed into the solution. The roots are not fixed anywhere. The roots are just immersed inside this solution. So it absorbs the water from the minerals and the nutrients from this solution of water and it grows. Okay, so this method of growing plants without soil, only using water, that is the mineral present in the water, you call that as hydroponics. Hydro means water. Okay, where do we use this? Where is this useful? This is can be used in deserts and in Arctic region. You can use this in deserts and Arctic region. It conserves water. You don't need to add more water for the plant growth. It is enough if you use these nutrient rich water which only is absorbed by the roots of the plant and you can grow these plants at ease. Okay, next is aeroponics. What is aeroponics? Aeroponics is growing the plants in air. That means here if you see, look at the picture over here. Here the roots are in air. They are just hanging inside. Okay, you can see the roots are hanging inside and they don't, they are not fixed in the soil. They are not fixed in the soil. So since the roots are exposed outside, they need moist. Okay, they need the nutrients. So every few minutes you have to mist the roots, make the roots wet or give enough nutrients to the roots so that the plants grow. So there is a timer also set up so that every few minutes the roots are misted with the nutrients. Thereby the plants grow. It is a high-tech type of hydroponic gardening. Okay, here the medium of growth is only air. So the roots are just hanging in the air. Since they would easily get dried up, we need to mist the roots with water or with the nutrients needed for the plants to grow. Okay, this is aeroponics. Next is hydroponics. What is aquaponics? What is aquaponics? Aqua means we can grow both plants as well as fish. Fishes are grown in the tank. If you see here, fishes are grown in the tank below and plants are grown above by hydroponic method. Okay, so this uses both the conservative method of aquaculture, that is growing or rearing fish, with the hydroponic method. So the waste from the fish, okay, is taken through the pump to the hydroponic tank and it is rich in nutrients. All the waste products from the fish is moved to the hydroponic tank which enriches the soil. It enriches the plant and the nutrients are received by the plants and the plants grow easily. Okay, so here two purposes are served. One is you grow fish in a tank and the waste product of the fish is taken through a pump to the hydroponic tank where roots are only suspended in this water. It is not fixed in the soil. So it receives the nutrient from the waste product of the fish and it grows. So it serves two purpose. What do you call this as? Aquaponic. It's a system in which plants are fed with the aquatic animals excreta or waste. Okay, so from the nutrients they receive from this animal or the fish waste or excreta, they grow. So we saw three types of systems of growing plants. First we saw hydroponic. Hydroponic is the plants grow receiving the nutrients from the water. So the roots are not fixed to the soil, they are just immersed inside the nutrient rich water. Next we saw aeroponic. In aeroponic, what did we see? We saw that it grows in air. Third, aquaponics. Aquaponics serves two purposes. One, you can rear the fish as well as you can grow plants by hydroponic method. Dairy farming. What is dairy farming? Cows, okay, cattle are reared for increasing the milk production. Okay, dairy farming involves raising of cattle for milk production. What is dairying? Dairying is the production and marketing of milk and its product. So dairy farming involves production of milk. So we need to rear healthy cows to get good milk, okay, quality milk, and also to increase the quantity of milk that is produced. You call that as dairy farming. Okay, under dairy farming we are going to see about cattle breeds. Okay, under cattle breeds, what do we see? Dairy breeds. Okay, under cattle breeds we are going to see about dairy breeds. What are the two types of dairy breeds? The first one is indigenous breeds. Indigenous breeds. What do you mean by indigenous breeds? These are Indian cows, country cows, okay, which is reared for milk product. We rear these cows for milk product. Indigenous breeds. Exotic breeds are breeds which are imported from other countries. These are imported from other countries. So if you see this indigenous breeds of cow, they are big in size, okay, they have long limbs, and you see there's a hump at the back, and they give you high quality milk. Okay, the quantity is also more and the quality is also good. The indigenous breeds are Indian breeds. Exotic breeds are breeds that are imported from other country. You must have heard about Jersey cows. They are imported from other countries. They also give a good yield of milk. Okay, next, draught or draft breeds and dual purpose breeds. Okay, these breeds are again used for ploughing. Okay, it is used for ploughing and for meat. Okay, this draft or draught breeds are used for ploughing, for working in the fields, and also for the meat. Okay, dual purpose breeds are cows that are breeded both for milk and for labor, for other purpose like ploughing and for working in the field. Okay, draught or draft breeds are breeds which are reared for employing them or for working in the field, okay, and for meat purpose. Dual purpose means they do both work. They give us milk as well as they do work in the fields. Okay, composition of cattle feeds. What are the composition? What is it? We can divide this into two categories, roughage and concentrates. See, if a cow has to yield lots of milk, then you need to feed them with enough protein and enough nutritious food. You have to give them protein, you have to give them carbohydrates, food rich in nutrients. Okay, the feed for dairy cattle is classified into roughage and concentrate. What is this roughage? This consists of fodder, it consists of grass, hay, straw. All these are rich in fibers. They are rich in fibers. So you call that as roughage. They are rich in fibers. What does they consist of? It is nothing but grass. Okay, and then fodder, then green rooted plants. Okay, they can also be given as food for the cattles, and then dry grass, straw, hay, all these are called as roughages. What is concentrates? Concentrates are nothing but they contain carbohydrates, protein. You know about ragi. Okay, all these millets are given to the cows. Okay, cotton seed, all cotton seed cakes, all these are given to cows to increase the yield of milk. So there are two types of feed, roughage and concentrate. Roughage consists of more fiber. Concentrate consists of less fiber but more of carbohydrates and other nutrients that is required for the yield to increase. Feed management. If a cow has to yield more liters of milk, then we need to feed them with enough food. So daily average feed is for a milking cow, for a ratio of a milking cow is 15 to 25 kg of roughage. Okay, and then 4 to 5 kg of grain mixture and 100 to 100 liters of water. All these we need to give the cow, milking cow, daily if you want to increase the yield of the milk. So 15 to 25 kg of roughage, I told you it is rich in fiber, fodder, grass, straw, hay, all these are roughage. 4 to 5 kg of grain mixture, we saw the grain mixture, concentrates, okay, ragi, okay, millets, all these can be given to the cow. 4 to 5 kg. 100 to 150 liters of water have to be given daily. Improvement of livestock development in India. So intensive cattle development program and Operation Flood program. These two programs help in intensifying or increasing the production of milk and the quality of milk, even increasing the production of meat, okay, quality meat. So improvement of livestock development in India has two programs: intensive cattle development program, Operation Flood program, which helps in increasing the production, yield of milk and the meat that is required.
Shall we have a quick recap of what we studied? Yes, can you tell me? First we studied about hydroponics, which is the growth of plants without soil. Aeroponics is the method of growing plants in air. We need to mix the roots with nutrients, otherwise the roots will get dry. Why do you think roots get dry? Because they are in the air, they need moist and nutrients. Okay, the last method is aquaponics. We can grow both plants and rare fishes in the same place. Okay, we studied about dairy farming, which is the raising up of cattle for milk and meat. Do you know what is the composition of cattle feed? Yes, it consists of roughage and concentrates. What is roughage? Roughage is the fiber content, grass and hay that we feed the cow. Okay, concentrates are the food grains we feed the cow with. And finally, do you know what is the average feed ratio of a milking cow? Yes, 25 to 25 kg of roughage, 4 to 5 kgs of grain and 100 to 150 liters of water daily. Okay, that was an interesting class. I love the online classes and I watch it regularly. Do you watch the video and write the test? Yes, I do it regularly and it's so interesting to learn through online. Okay, bye then. We'll meet again tomorrow.